We're all gonna die one day. That's what I faintly recall my crazy southern grandmother telling me when I was around 7 years old. I remember all the mandatory sit-down fear-mongering campaigns she used to give me when I was a kid. God bless her heart, it wasn't her fault. She's just repeating what her washed brain had been told to repeat, but having been raised in my very early life as a Jehovah's Witness, my grandma, well, she would sit me down for sometimes as long as 2 hours and just grill me about how if I wasn't a good kid, I was gonna go to hell or I would miss out while my whole family was living it up in Jehovah's paradise. And that shit scared the ever-living shit out of me. I was weird. It was weird. I was weird. All this behavior from her felt like it was just so out of the blue, and it got really, really bad, like right after my grandpa died, right around when I was like 7 years old. My fear of death started around then. The thought of being trapped in eternity, just a consciousness floating through the void, was like the most terrifying thing my little brain could think of at the time, and holy fuck did it keep me up at night. And over the years, I learned to shake that fear of death. Through sheer stupidity, I decided to stare death in the face a couple of times, unfortunately. But now that I'm sober and I'm healed, and my brain is more or less healed, I feel like I'm able to articulate some of my experiences in a more fluent and tangible way. The point of the crazy hook grabber at the beginning of the video is for a reason. We all have to die. We're all going to die. The world is strange and life is short, and the universe doesn't really give a shit about you. So you have to make it. The moral of the story is to do the thing. If you've been thinking about blogging or vlogging your morning routine or starting an Instagram fitness page or shit, maybe even starting your own restaurant, fucking do it. Stop wasting time. There's not going to be a person that's going to come along in your life and tell you that it's okay to start drawing now. Hey, Josh, yeah, by the way, okay, it's okay to go ahead and start that power washing business now, by the way. Like, that's not going to happen. No, the powers that be have absolutely no quarrel with you wasting your life away working at McDonald's or fucking Ace Hardware while the whole time since you were a young boy you've been dreaming of being a firefighter in Oklahoma. But you lost sight of that dream a long time ago, or maybe you just haven't even put the footwork in to start planning the dream. As kids, we fall in love with things so easily, but I remember reading this book when I was in prison by Robert Greene. Yeah, I know it's a male manipulator book, so don't come for me, but seriously, he's a good author, and it's a good place to start if you really don't know, like if you don't fuck with self-help type books, this is a good place to start. Anyways, he says in the book that your dream or your passion or calling, whatever it is the thing or hobby you first remember falling in love with when you were a kid. And mine was drawing and reading and video games. And according to Robert's book, a lot of therapists and psychologists across the globe think things in your life are going to suck major ass until you reawaken your inner child. But that's what finding your inner child again is. It's getting back in touch with the thing you first fell in love with. I always was an artist, but I would sometimes go years without drawing or painting anything. And get this, when I was a kid, I fell in love with clay. When I was about 12 years old, I made claymations and everything, and God, I would pay exorbitant amounts of money to be able to get access to those old YouTube videos, but sometime I was dating this girl when I was 13, and I deleted all of them because she was making fun of me for them over the phone. So I was like, I called my buddy up, Chris, and I was like, Chris, we gotta scrub the files, we gotta scrub the pages. Anyways, I've been making clay again, and it's like the most fun I've had with a hobby in years. And I'm like 30 now. I'm gonna be 31 in the next month, and I'm playing with clay. And I make these sculptures out of like polymer clay and whatever else I have laying around. Because I also I think art should be accessible. So I don't waste my money on expensive ass art supplies. I just don't. My thoughts have always been that if you're creative enough, you can't be gatekept or paywalled out of anything. Since we're all gonna die one day, I might as well tell you another thing that's been fucking with my head lately. How time or reality or the universe, whatever you want to call it, works in what seems like cycles. When you think about it, birth and death, going through really, really shitty times, and then bam, all of a sudden you win $4,000 lotto tickets. Like, You get your old job back, or your far off, unknown to you forlorn uncle dies and you get $500,000 inheritance after you've been having a really shitty time. In my opinion, life works in these weird cycle tests. I say tests there at the end because I think you get caught in the shitty loop until you learn what you're supposed to learn, and then you get your reward. Then, as long as you don't mess up whatever karmic good luck streak you got going, you get to stay on reality's good side for a bit. Inevitably, the shit sandwich does come down the bar, and it's your turn to polish her off, which comes for everybody, whether it's your dream company or that you dedicated your entire life to, just going tits up, your wife getting cancer out of the blue, or your dog dying in the same month, you're totaling your car, losing your job, all in the same week. Whatever it is, I'm positive you know what I'm talking about. It's the universal shit sandwich. The point is, it's all a cycle and we're all going through it. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. That's the way she goes. I mean, look at nature. There's 4 quarters of it, but it keeps moving. Like a well-oiled machine, Mother Nature works in her cycles every year without fail. The only difference between what I'm talking about here in this video and nature is before you and me were only aware of this cyclical nature of it, but now we know. Now we know the wheel of samsara moves, and there are different chapters on it where we can receive some well-needed respite. I probably shouldn't go super esoteric this soon if you're, I'm not going to explain the wheel of samsara. If you don't know what it means, go check it out, though. It's some interesting stuff. Basically, plot synopsis, it's the wheel of karma and reincarnation, and it's inescapable unless you find nirvana or whatever. So it's some cool stuff, but I don't think I'm anywhere close to finding nirvana, so it bums me out having to think about, like, that I have to come back here over and over again until I figure it out. I don't really like the idea of reincarnation. I would much rather this be my last spin cycle, if you know what I mean. Like, I would much rather just chill in heaven and fart around smoking doinks and, smoking darts all day and playing GTA 19 or whatever. Well, I'm gonna end it here, otherwise I'll yap into oblivion. Just remember, it comes in cycles. The bad shit, the good shit, so don't ever make a permanent solution like checking out on life early. It's not worth it, truly, because you never know when things might take a turn. You really never know when God or the universe or whatever is gonna just smile and shine and just like bless you out of nowhere. It just happens out of the blue. You never know when you might meet that special someone. You never know when you might get a sudden blessing, and that's really all I got. So yeah, take it easy, people. I love you. This is Justin signing out. Take care of yourself, and yeah, stay blessed. Goodbye.